Revenue hit $26 billion in the first quarter, up nearly a fifth on the previous quarter and up more than 260% on the year. In its largest division, data center revenue rose 427% on the year to more than $22 billion. Since the start of last year, the company's market valuation has rocketed more than sixfold to $2.3 trillion, becoming the third most valuable US-listed company after Microsoft and Apple. Well, let's talk to Santosh Rao, who's head of research at Manhattan Venture Partners. Good to see you, Santosh. Thank you, as always, for joining us. And we've talked about this before, haven't we? Nvidia going from strength to strength. It still is. Why is it doing so well?
Yeah, thank you for having me. Great to see you all. Well, this was a classic beat and raise quarter and some. This was expected, the way it was trading, so nothing short was expected, and they delivered on every metric. So that's a great thing. So what really stuck out, you know the numbers, the billions here, billions there, but what really stuck out is that the demand is outstripping supply. The main thing is the demand is broadening. We have more new sectors coming into play. We had first just the hyperscalers, the big tech guys in there, but now it's moving to automobiles, the sovereign AIs, and so many other places. So you're going to have the revenue base is widening as well. So I think overall, this was a great, but the biggest thing is the margins. The margins are great. The cash flow month, for every dollar that they sell, 50 cents goes to the bottom line in terms of cash flow. So all those are great numbers for a company that's executing so well despite all this big run-up. And it's still a long runway ahead. I think that's the key thing. That's what stuck out to me. This is still early innings.
And it really is just such a front runner in the sector, isn't it? Are there any other companies coming up behind that can touch it?
Not yet. I mean, they have a first mover advantage. They have the scale. They have turnkey solutions. So they have a big lead. I think the closest you might say is AMD and Intel. And then there are others developing. They're still not there yet. All the big hyperscalers are doing their own chips, and it'll take some time. But they're going to do it more specifically for their own domains. But these guys are more across the board. So I think it's going to take some time. They have a major lead ahead of them. There are definitely companies coming up. A lot of private companies that we follow, that we invest in as a venture capitalist, we see a lot of private companies coming up also. So there's a lot of work going on at the infrastructure layer. But Nvidia is the company to beat. They are the undisputed champs in here, and they are well ahead of the game and keeping their lead.
You did talk, though, about demand outstripping supply. Is that going to be a problem? Can it meet that extreme demand?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They can. I think they didn't say that as an issue because their guidance also is higher than expected. So the demand, they can keep up with the demand. And they have a huge product line coming up. And one big thing also, don't forget, we did not hit the air pocket. The company did not hit the air pocket that people thought because of their new product coming up, the Blackwell product. Down the road by 4Q, it'll be in the data centers. So it didn't really affect their regular H100 and H200. So I think that's the big thing. So this thing is going, what they have right now is already doing very well. And then there's more coming down the pike. So demand will be there. They have the infrastructure. They have the sources. They have the capability of meeting all the supply. There might be some slight delay here and there, but they did not bring it up as an issue. So I'm sure they will meet the demand very easily.
Santosh, great to talk to you. Thank you for joining us as always. Santosh Rao, head of research at Manhattan Venture Partners.